Mm-mm. Good evening, YTPC. I hope you're doing well. I am. I'm cold. Everyone is. But doing good. I've been catching up on some videos here today. Tuning into some people and checking and seeing how everyone was doing. Thought I'd give a little bit of an update from our way here in southeastern Kentucky. Listen, they said, like all the meteorologists were saying, that we were going to get some amazing totals, record-breaking totals, 20 inches, 18, 15. I've never seen more than 7 myself. 7 is the largest amount I've ever seen. Spread out over 3 days. The idea of 14 inches, mind-blowing. Didn't happen. What we did get was a lot of ice. Oh man, we got a lot of ice. So I went out today and me and the wife were walking around and trying to enjoy the scenery because it is beautiful. And I love how beautiful it is. It's just gorgeous. It's a winter wonderland out there. We ended up getting just under an inch of ice on everything. But what's more is that it came to us in such a way that it snowed and then it sleeted, so that compressed all of the snow down, and then it rained. And I mean, it just rained and rained and rained for hours and hours and hours, and then over the night it froze. So what ended up happening was we had this hard packed snow layer that then got totally covered up with just puddles and lakes, small little ponds everywhere in everyone's yard of water. It then froze solid over the night. So there's places in my yard that I could walk down and I'd crunch right through, and everything. Then all of a sudden I'd hit this like tortoise shell hard spot where it's probably, 2, maybe 3 inches deep of water, and it's solid. I can't jump on it, but if I walk on it, I just slide. And the wife actually took a tumble. It was not great. But fortunately, I don't think she's too badly hurt, but she's sore from it. But we were heading back into the house, and we have a gravel driveway, and just gone. It just gets away from you. Yeah, but we ended up with probably 3 inches of snow, maybe heading towards 4 in places. And we may still get a little bit more, but a lot of ice. Man. We did go without power for about 12 hours, but it came back on. We did all right. I think we could have gone, me and the wife both kind of talked about it, and I think we could have kept going for a while. I'm not a full prepper, but I like bushcraft stuff, and I like camping, and I like survival, and I think a person needs to be able to at least make some sort of means to survival should something ever happen. So we ended up being pretty good whenever the power went out. We were still able to fix coffee and have hot chocolate and things like that using a little denatured, I guess it is, alcohol, little wick, and used an 1800s style coffee maker in a beaker, kind of Bunsen burner style, and then had a little solo stove that you could, it had like this little, it's like a tray, but it has a cup in it in the middle of it, and that it spans out, and you take your wood and you build your fire in that little cup, and then you set your plate or your your pan on top of it. So whenever the power went out, the wife went outside and made a delicious meal for us out there on, built up the fire, kept it going, and cooked us a fine meal. And then I was working in the basement because power going out and having a ton of rain is a bad combination. So we started having some leaking in the basement. So I went down under the crawl space of the house. Now, while she was fixing dinner, I was fixing the water. So I went down there. Usually we got a sump pump, it's not a problem. But basically, I had a bunch of extra pipe lying around, just some extra stuff from the previous owners of the house. And I just grabbed a bunch of different pipes, started duct taping, stuck a funnel on the end of it, and there was a whole like ladder. There's a long ladder underneath there. So I basically, you have to know what's underneath the house to get, to understand. But essentially what I did was created an aqueduct. Started with a high place that had a funnel and ran a hose that was laid out on top of a ladder out to over the hill out of it. And I was just throwing a bucket down there on a rope, scooping it up, pouring the water into that and letting it run out to the house and trying to fight the flow of water into the basement. Did it work? Yes. Did it work well? No. But fortunately, it wasn't too bad. And the water receded and we got power back, so we're all good to go now. But yeah, it's been fun. Like I said, it's beautiful. We went out and we took a couple pictures together. I'll show you right here. Yeah. So it was fun. It was cold. It was a good time. But been catching up on some different stuff during this. Me and the wife both are off from work. I don't know when we're gonna get to go back to work. I'm okay with getting paid time off. That's okay. Perks of being a teacher, and her as well. So now we're in different districts. So she's off tomorrow. I am off tomorrow and the day after. So really liking that. But what have I been doing? I've been watching a bunch of videos. I've got them down here on a little scratch pad. I was watching Pipes, Tobacco, and Whiskey on there, talking about the new plugs that have been coming out from C&D. And I don't mind plugs. I kind of like them. I think Flake is probably my favorite form of tobacco. And then probably Plug after that, and then Twist is probably my least favorite. I like the idea of the Twist, but I prefer the coins myself. It's a little easier to work with, and usually if I get Twist, it takes a long time to light and to stay lit. It's pretty hard. I like it. I do have some. I actually have some right here. It's my favorite rope. Aniseed Twist. Great stuff, man. Great stuff. Aniseed Twist. But yeah, I prefer the Flake typically. Speaking of, enjoying my Missouri Meerschaum cob here. Really enjoying breaking this one in, and it's matching brother over here. It's Dark Brother. I've got more of my heavier, darker blends in this one. This one's more of my aromatic sort of blends. This one's good. The blend I've got right here is actually one of my own device, and I will not be making it again. But I think this is part of some of the early, like 2022, maybe 2021, something like that, Muletown mixture mixed with a touch of Kentucky. Just a touch of Kentucky. And decided to infuse it with some, I infused it for about a month with port, some port. It's okay. It's burning fine, you know. The smell, the tin note was great. But honestly, I'm just getting a lot of spice. A lot of spice. That's about it. It's not really Kentucky barbecue-y, and there's no real port taste into it, so we'll give her another try some other time. But yeah. But I've been watching Pipes, Tobacco, and Whiskey. I just got done watching Smarty Bob. Glad you're staying warm, buddy. You keep right at it. He was talking about how he hadn't really had a pipe in about 3 days. It's good after you had a break. After you've had a break, and then you come back and you're like, oh yeah, that's why I love this. It's just something unique. It's really wonderful. I've been burning it up right now since I've been off from work. You know, I won't get to do that forever, so might as well take advantage of the situation, you know. Also been watching The Painting Piper. Really enjoyed hearing from him a little bit. Listen, but if you see this, that painting you're doing, some of that work you're going through right now, it's good stuff. I really like it. I just saw a picture posted a few moments ago of his second pass through with colors. That's really fascinating. That's really fascinating. If I would not mind to hear more about like some of the methodology there. And I saw in one of your videos you kind of talking about, you know, this is a style where you kind of do a darker matte to the first layer, and here I am trying to explain what I don't understand. But you know, hey, if you wanted to do more videos where you're kind of explaining the techniques, I'm all here for it. I would love to know more about how that works. That's a world that I don't have a whole lot of experience in, but I teach about various painters and various artwork with my job. You know, the big names from a long time ago, they're all dust right now. But I don't know much about the techniques. So, especially if you got some new modern things going on, that'd be kind of cool to hear about. And Pipeman 1861, just watched his second video. He's popping out a couple of videos during this break. I'm really enjoying that. I mean, what else you got to do? I mean, it's freezing. And I am jealous, sir. I am very jealous if you see this video of how much snow you got. Like I said, 7 inches is the most I've ever seen. I wouldn't know what to do with a foot, let alone 2 feet. There you're having drifts of 3 feet? My word. I'd be tempted to make an igloo. See what I could construct, you know. It's good material. And I watched Beans review. I know you guys have probably never heard of Beans before, but Beans 360. I'd say you probably have. Yeah, Beans, he put out that video on Black Patch. Sounded interesting. Nice to hear his review. So yeah, been catching up. Doing a lot of video watching. I've been reading a lot. I'm reading a lot. Here's a book I've been reading. I don't know if you're gonna read through that there, but 5 Comedies by Aristophanes. To be honest with you, not to geek out too much here, but I really had forgotten how much I enjoyed Greek plays. A couple years ago, I read one for a class I had to take over Greek history, and it's called Lysistrata, and I fell in love with it. I absolutely fell in love with it. It was hilarious. If you've never read Greek plays, read Lysistrata. It's hilarious. It's like reading the script to an unreleased Mel Brooks movie. It's hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious. And the drama and just the insanity of it all is absolutely just entertaining. Purely entertaining. It's not that long either. You could probably sit down and read it in 1 or 2 sittings, depending on how long you had. And it reads well. It reads like a story, and it's well composed. So I'm reading some of his other ones. I'm working on The Birds right now. Not to say Alfred Hitchcock ripped off too much with his title of The Birds, but Aristophanes wrote The Birds first, I believe, by a couple thousand years or so. And they are nothing alike. Hitchcock and Aristophanes. Nothing in common whatsoever. But it's proven to be pretty good. None of the other 4, I've read 3 of the other 4, none of them have proven to be as entertaining as Lysistrata, though. So there you go. My book plug. Pull up a free copy on the internet and just read through Lysistrata. That's good. Been doing that. Been doing a lot of writing. I like to journal, and I don't always have a lot of time to do that. So I've been doing a lot of journaling too. Haven't fully decided what I'm going to do tomorrow. We are kind of cleaning out the house, and as such, things get changed around. As you can see here, I've had the great privilege and pleasure to have a desk now in the writing room. It's lovely. I've missed having a desk, and I'm spending a lot of time here just because it is so homey and so comforting, and I love it. And I've got my display all set up here. You can kind of see here. I'm decked out, making myself at home. We have ordered shelves. To go up on the wall here, all the way even off screen here. But they haven't come in yet. It would be nice if they could be delivered while we were on break, but I kind of doubt that because of all the ice. The roads are terrible, but we're gonna hopefully be able to hang up some of these pipes here. It'd be nice. Really, really like it. But I hope everybody's doing well. I really am enjoying getting to watch a lot of videos I missed from a long time ago. And any of you new guys and gals that are putting out stuff, I love watching it. It's great. I'm actually got some time to watch them. So that's great. And hopefully be catching up with several of you in the comment section. Just stay safe out there. Stay warm as best you can. And I hated, now I'll tell you this, and then I gotta get out of here because we're about at the 20-minute mark and that's too long. I hated that I missed the smoke show at Smitty's. Me and the wife both had plans to go there. We were looking forward to picking up some Bad Cat tobacco and just hanging out with some different people. Just seeing the place. We were going to make a, like like a 2-day trip of it. Go down Friday night, stay in a hotel, eat out, go to the show on Saturday, pill around the town a little bit, do maybe like set up a little date, do something fun, and then head back home. But it didn't work out. The ice is just, and it was a good call. Listen, it was a good call. We would have been stranded down there. It was the right thing to do. However, that brings me to my next point. I don't know how many of you are interested in going to Muletown this year, but I have bought my ticket for me and the wife. I have tried to go to as many of the pipe shows as possible, but family arrangements or weather have always stepped in the way. The unavoidable and the more important, you got to put family first. So I have not been able to make it to any other show since the Ohio one. But I'm invested. I'm invested in the ticket. So me and the wife are hopefully going to come down Friday night to Muletown. I love Muletown. For any of you that have gone, you know what I'm talking about. It's just such a nice environment. And those of you that haven't, you should find out. It's good. It's really, really good. But yeah, we're going to go down there Friday night. Probably go for the pre-party. Then pitter around town as soon as we get there, and pre-party, talk with some people, hang out, spend the night. Saturday morning, go to the show. Saturday evening, pitter around town a little bit, visit some bookstore or something like that, and then head home. We won't be, I don't think we'll be sticking around for Sunday, but we'll have Friday night and Saturday. That'd be good. Enjoy that. But I've talked enough. It's been good getting to sit and smoke and to watch and hang out with you guys. So I know Pipe Man was saying, hey, anybody that's out there, let us know how you're doing. Well, here you are. I'm doing fine, doing very well. Hope you all are doing fine. And I'll talk with you all again later.